The youngster from Porto Alegre had come a long way.
Becoming a World Cup winner was a dream come true. As soon as I started playing football, I'd imagine myself in a Grêmio shirt and then in a Brazil one. And then I'd picture myself winning the World Cup with Brazil, so it really was a dream come true.
Back at Paris Saint-Germain, however, things weren't going quite so well. His inconsistent form was still an issue, and manager Luis Fernandes complained that the Brazilian was more interested in the Parisian nightlife than turning out for Paris Saint-Germain. Had that World Cup win gone to Ronaldinho's head?
When he came back to us for the second year, it wasn't the same. In his mind, he was a world champion. His family were not here. They'd gone back to Brazil and he was alone. So it was difficult for me, for the club and his teammates. Because it was the same Ronaldinho, but it was a different player. Which was a shame because we gave him a lot.
It was time to move on. Europe's top clubs queued up for Ronaldinho's signature in 2003, and eventually he decided that his future lay in Spain with Barcelona. Ronaldinho was to be the star who would revitalise the Catalan giants.
He came at a moment that few people believed in the possibilities of Barca, and he gave the people the way to hope and believe in a new team to win important things.
His impact was immediate.
I think it was a case of either, here, I show what I can do and gain the respect of the whole world, or just stay and be a millionaire. Like another Denilson, someone good at this circus, a trickster, but not a footballer.
The tricks were no longer for show. Ronaldinho was becoming a decisive player, scoring crucial goals at crucial moments.
I must say he's one of the few players I saw in my life that made the difference and that could make the difference and did it in a very natural way.
Under the management of Dutch legend Frank Rijkaard, Barcelona became unstoppable. And in Ronaldinho they had the symbol of Rijkaard's attacking football philosophy. In just his second season, he helped Barca to their first league title in 6 years.
It was the culmination of all my hard work. I managed to win virtually everything there is to win in football there. It's a period in my life that I'll never forget.
What he combined was pace and technically very, very skillful. He was able to control the ball and at the same time leave 1 or 2 or 3 opponents behind and do wonderful things.
It's difficult talking about myself, but I like to dribble with the ball to create chances. I always think of myself as a very creative player.
I don't have to talk about the things he can do with a ball. He's got incredible vision. He picks out his pass before the ball has even reached him. I know very few players who can do that.
Great player.
And if there was one match that encapsulated the genius of Ronaldinho, it came against Real Madrid in November 2005, when he destroyed Barcelona's bitter rivals at their own ground. A month later, naturally, it was Ronaldinho who won Europe's most prestigious individual award.
It was a unanimous Ballon d'Or in 2005, and he could well have won another one, but I just don't think he had the discipline.
World Player of the Year in 2004 and 5, he then helped Barcelona to a second successive title in 2006. It seemed Ronaldinho had the Midas touch.
All the titles were great. The Primera Liga, the Cup, everything I won with Barcelona was significant to me.
There was one trophy that Ronaldinho and Barcelona still craved, the Champions League. But 2005-06 was to change all that, as the Brazilian inspired his team to play some of the best football Europe has ever seen.
I think that was a great period in football. He revolutionised the game, because since then, more and more technical players have been emerging.
And we have so many great players today, dribbling and playing in an artistic way.
Barcelona faced Arsenal in the 2006 Champions League final. Despite going a goal down early on, they came back to win 2-1 and seal a memorable year with a memorable triumph. Ronaldinho in particular was the hero of Catalonia.
He was treated like a king in Barcelona for 2 years. And that's everything an artist could wish for. It's like getting on stage and the whole audience is focused on you, singing your songs without even opening your mouth. Every song. That's the best feeling.
But Ronaldinho struggled to replicate his club form for his country. The 2006 World Cup should have been Ronaldinho's chance to shine. But while he was the undisputed king at Barcelona, with Brazil, he had to settle for a supporting role amongst a lineup of stars.
It's different playing in the national team. You have to share the attention with the other players, as it's all the stars playing together. It's much easier being the only star, but when you get together with all the others, you have to have more than just football. And I think that Ronaldinho's attraction is limited just to the football pitch.
Ronaldinho wasn't born to be the main player in a team. He was born to be an extraordinary teammate. When people wanted to make him the star man, he couldn't cope.
Brazil began with 4 wins, but their performances were unconvincing, and Ronaldinho looked a shadow of the player who'd been terrorising European defences all season.
What happened in the 2006 World Cup? He should have been the star player. But he looked almost afraid to be playing alongside Ronaldo and Kaká. He wanted to be one of the others. People expected him to lead that team, and he didn't. I don't think he ever will.
A 1-0 defeat to France in the quarter-finals ended Brazil's hopes of justifying their status as tournament favourites. Their performance was heavily criticised back in Brazil, and as the man who carried a nation's hopes on his shoulders, Ronaldinho was singled out.
That's football. When you win, you get compliments. When you lose, you get criticised.
Back at Barcelona, Ronaldinho, the superstar footballer, suddenly appeared far less invincible, more human. Not for the first time in his career, his levels of desire and motivation were called into question.
He was great in the first year, the second too. But in the third and fourth years, it was the same story as in Paris. Rijkaard couldn't get him to play. Frank Rijkaard had the same problem as I had in Paris with Ronaldinho. You can't always say it's my fault or Rijkaard's fault.
Overall, I didn't have too many problems with Ronaldinho because he was a great guy, worked really well, and had a good relationship with his teammates. Only the last seasons, it was getting downwards, and yeah, he performed less.
Ronaldinho was still a hugely marketable figure, but perhaps he'd begun to embrace that celebrity culture a little too much, and many feared that his lifestyle was not helping his football.
This is what I'm talking about when I say he's become like a pop star or a marketing tool. He's thinking more about the adverts he does, thinking, I need to do what I do in the adverts on the pitch. It's confusing. You end up confusing the two roles.
With a new generation coming through at Barcelona, Ronaldinho found himself increasingly isolated and sometimes even on the sidelines. It became obvious that he needed a fresh challenge to revive his career.
The only thing that surprised me once in a while is when he didn't have quite his day, his level could drop enormously, and if you think about that, you can say immediately that he is really a very sensitive guy. I think that's important for some guys, that they feel that they are loved and liked and appreciated.
The sort of adulation he received, Doesn't last for very long. Ronaldinho had it for about 2 years. Now he's in that needy phase. He lost the love, so he lost everything.
That's the passion that he's trying to evoke once more at Milan. It's been a promising start to his career in Italy, and who knows, Ronaldinho may be able to reach the top once again.
We're already seeing the Ronaldinho that we're used to seeing. The Ronaldinho who does his dribbles or impossible tricks. And I do believe he'll get back to that level.
His performances with Milan led to a recall to the Brazilian side too. Now a veteran of the national side, it's hoped his enthusiasm for the game can rub off on Brazil's latest generation of talented players.
I think there are a few players out there who love playing football quite like he does. He enjoys it more than anyone. He wants to play again and again. The guy just loves football.
It's this passion for the game combined with his extraordinary ability that makes every fan the world over hope to see him recapture that form of his Barcelona days. Ronaldinho, a troubled genius perhaps, but still the greatest Brazilian player of his generation.